We are in lesson 336. This is a dictation exercise with real words. All of the words will contain vowel group 6 teams. Vowel group 6 says that two vowels join together, form a team, and the first vowel does not say its name. In contrast, we already learned vowel group 4, which says two vowels join together and form a team, and the first vowel represents its long sound or says its name. So the difference here in vowel group 6 is that two vowels do join together, form a team, but the first vowel does not say its name. It makes another sound. Let's review the sounds that these teams represent, and there are a total of 10 teams. AU and AW both represent the sound aw, as in August and saw. Normally, AU will represent the sound aw at the beginning of the word or in the middle of the word, and AW will represent that sound at the end of the word. There are exceptions to that. OI and OY, same situation. They both represent the sound oi, as in oil and boy. We normally use OI at the beginning of the word or in the middle of the word to represent that sound. And at the end of the word, we tend to use OY. OO can represent one of two sounds. The primary sound for OO is oo, as in boot. The secondary sound for OO is as in foot. When OO represents its second sound, we double underline it. The easiest way to remember the sounds that OO represents is to think of the two key words here. The primary sound for OO is oo, as in boot. And what do you put in a boot? A foot. And the secondary sound for OO is as in foot. OU and OW both represent the same sound ow. Again, OU we will use at the beginning of the word or in the middle of the word to represent that sound, as in out. And OW we will use at the end of the word to represent the sound ow, as in cow. Finally, EW can represent one of two sounds. The primary sound for EW is the sound U, as in few. Underline it one time when it represents that sound. When EW represents its second sound, oo, as in the word new, we double underline the EW team. I'm going to dictate 9 rows of words, and all of these words will contain one of the teams on this screen right now. Not only spell the word correctly, but mark it correctly, which means underline any consonant or vowel teams. If a letter represents its second sound, double underline it, and associate a vowel group number with the vowel sound in each word. Beginning with row 1, cloy. Cloy. Cloy means to cling to. Cloy. 3 sounds. K, l, oi. Cloy. Flaunt. Flaunt. It is not a good idea to flaunt your wealth. Flaunt. 5 sounds. F, l, aw, n, t. Flaunt. Brawl. Brawl. There was a brawl outside the establishment. Brawl. 4 sounds. B, r, aw, ol. Brawl. Now, here we have AW. It's not at the end of the word, but we use AW to represent the sound aw here. So, as I indicated, we normally would use AU at the beginning of the word or in the middle of the word, but not always. The next word is crowd. Crowd. There was a big crowd at the game. Crowd. 4 sounds. K, r, ow, d. Crowd. Here again, OW is not at the end of the word. We normally use OU at the beginning or in the middle of the word to represent the sound ow, but again, not always. Hawk. Hawk. The hawk flew above the tree. Hawk. 3 sounds. H, aw, k. hawk. Row 2. Brew, brew. He made a potent brew. Brew. 3 sounds. B, r, oo. Brew. EW here is representing its second sound, oo, so we double underline it. The first sound for EW is U, and if it were making that sound, we'd underline it once, but here it's clearly making its second sound. Fault, fault. This is no one's fault. Fault. 4 sounds. F, aw, ol, t. Fault. Oink, oink. The pig made the oink sound. Oink. 3 sounds. Oi, k. Oink. Now N represents its second sound here because it's followed by the sound k. When N is followed by the sound k, it will represent its second sound. Chew, chew. Chew your food carefully. Chew. 2 sounds. Ch, oo. Chew. Spoon, spoon. I dropped my spoon on the floor. Spoon. 4 sounds. S, p, oo, n. Spoon. Row 3. Shout, shout. There is no need to shout. Shout. 3 sounds. Sh, ow, t. Shout. Soon, soon. Soon we will leave. Soon. 3 sounds. S, oo, n. Soon. Coy, coy. The little girl is being coy with her father. Coy. 2 sounds. K, oi. Coy. Yawn, yawn. I tried to stifle a yawn. Yawn. 3 sounds. Y, aw, n. Yawn. Hook, hook. I will catch the fish with this hook. Hook. 3 sounds. H, k. Hook. Here OO is representing its second sound, the same sound you hear in the word foot. Row 4. Sound, sound. That instrument makes a beautiful sound. Sound. 4 sounds. S, ow, n, d. Sound. Thaw, thaw. The ice began to thaw slowly. Thaw. 2 sounds. F, aw. Thaw. Loin, loin. He had a loin of beef with potatoes. Loin. 3 sounds. Ul, oi, n. Loin. Ploy, ploy. The entire plot was a ploy to get him to come out. Ploy. 3 sounds. P, ul, oi. Ploy. Dawn, dawn. We begin our trip at dawn. Dawn. 3 sounds. D, aw, n. Dawn. Row 5. Point, point. His point of view is well taken. Point. 4 sounds. P, oi, n, t. Point. New, new. I would like to buy a new car. New. 2 sounds. N, oo. New. Mouth, mouth. His mouth is bruised. Mouth. 3 sounds. M, ow, f. Mouth. Joint, joint. The elbow is a joint in the body. Joint. 4 sounds. J, oi, n, t. Joint. 2, 2. I will come too. And that has 2 sounds. T, oo. 2. 2 means also. Row 6. Gown, gown. She wore a beautiful gown. Gown. 3 sounds. G, ow, n. Gown. Roost, roost. The chicken sat atop its roost. Roost. 4 sounds. R, oo, s, t. Roost. Join, join. Will you join me in a cup of coffee? Join. 3 sounds. J, oi, n. Join. South, south. We headed south all afternoon. South. 3 sounds. S, ow, th. South. Hood, hood. She wore a hood over her head. Hood. 3 sounds. H, d. Hood. Row 7. Pound, pound. He began to pound on the table. Pound. 4 sounds. P, ow, n, d. Pound. Floyd, Floyd. Floyd is my friend. Floyd. 4 sounds. F, o, oi, d. Floyd. Stew, stew. We had some delicious hot stew. Stew. 3 sounds. S, t, oo. Stew. Troop, troop. The troop train came through the rail yard. Troop. 4 sounds. T, r, oo, p. Troop. Spoil, spoil. I hope I did not spoil the surprise. Spoil. 4 sounds. S, p. Oi, ul. Spoil. Row 8. Maul, maul. The lion began to maul its prey. Maul. 3 sounds. Aw, ul. Maul. Soil, soil. The soil is wet from all this rain. Soil. 3 sounds. S, oi, ul. Soil. Doom, doom. All this doom and gloom is depressing. Doom. 3 sounds. D, oo, Doom. Fawn, fawn. The baby fawn walked through the forest. Fawn. 3 sounds. F, aw, n. Fawn. Drown, drown. The crowd's cheer began to drown out his remarks. Drown. 4 sounds. D, r, ow, n. Drown. Our final row 9. Moist, moist. The paper is moist from the dew. Moist. 4 sounds. Oi, s, t. Moist. Shook, shook. I'm all shook up. Shook. 3 sounds. Sh, k. Shook. Sprawl, sprawl. The urban sprawl went for miles and miles. Sprawl. 5 sounds. S, p, r, aw, ul. Sprawl. How, how. How did you do that? How? 2 sounds. H, ow. How. Our last word, coin. Coin. I have 1 coin in my pocket. Coin. 3 sounds. K, oi, n. Coin. This completes the dictation of words from lesson 336.